Well, first of all, if you give me a second here, I've got a couple questions.
Yeah, before he sets up, because I may be able to comment on it, I may not. So what is the issue?
Well, you know, I finally, for the first time, was able to get an agenda that's supposed to be publicly posted.
Okay.
We walked in and were invited to that meeting while we were waiting in the lobby for 50 minutes. We walked in when you were on tab 2, well into this.
No, we weren't well into it. This is just approval of the motions.
But we weren't in there when you approved that. Did you approve that without
Yes.
us in there?
Yes.
Okay, so according to the public meetings law, that's not allowed to happen.
The meeting was open to the public at that point in time. You may not have been in the room because it took you a little while to get in there.
Oh, well, we were here since about 11:30, and
Right.
we were waiting
So
like
let the
we do
open
for
meetings
every
law
meeting.
people know. Okay, let them know.
Correct.
If you think we're in violation of something, let the state know.
It's a public meeting though, and
Well, if
you're
you think
approving
we're in
minutes.
violation of something, then let the state know.
Why don't you talk to Pat or attorney?
Yeah.
I'm happy to, but I also have other questions.
All
You know,
right.
you said
Well,
executive session. Normally,
yeah.
that includes
So-
the whole board, so we were waiting for after that. But you said the
So what
meeting's
else do
over.
you have?
Well, we just wanted to talk to you about, you know, obviously that special meeting. You approved those minutes.
No, we didn't approve the minutes in the special meeting.
No, you approved. On this
Approval of
tab,
the
it says
minutes.
approval of the minutes of the special meeting that we were all at on Monday.
No.
You didn't approve the minutes? You didn't make a motion to approve the minutes of the special board meeting on Monday?
Dated March 20th.
Nope. Dated April 7th is underneath that.
April 8th.
That special meeting
Right.
regarding that deal that commissioners decided not to vote on last
Right.
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you discuss that?
No.
You didn't do anything on tab 1.
No. We didn't do anything on these tabs. No.
You didn't do anything on these tabs.
No, there was.
You just said it was a public meeting. You just said you started.
We voted. They approved the minutes from the
Correct.
last meeting.
So you did that.
Yeah. So I don't know what the issue is.
We were waiting outside for nearly an hour with members of the community and members of of city government.
So do you
waiting.
have the minutes from the meeting?
Do I have the minutes? No. Well, I was only able to get
Or I'll
the
give you the
agenda,
minutes. I'll give you the
and
minutes
I
to the
asked
meeting.
for the documents.
I'll give you
and
the
I don't
minutes
have
to the
that.
meeting, so you know what we approved.
Well, I was in the meetings, so that's not the point. I'm saying
what's
you
your point?
started. You invited us in as we were in the lobby checking in with the
Right.
woman at the front desk to make sure she knew we were there. We were not invited in until well into this meeting starting today.
What is your point?
That we were entitled, based on it being a public meeting,
Okay.
and everyone that was waiting with us to be
Okay.
in that meeting.
All right. So we opened the doors, and you took a little while to get in there. But all we did was approve the minutes of the meeting, previous meeting.
We showed up a half hour before the meeting was set to start.
What's your issue? You got in there late.
We didn't get in there late, sir.
We opened the meeting. People were coming in, and the board approved the minutes from the previous meetings. Now,
Correct,
if you need the previous meetings minutes, we can get that to you.
It's
So
not
you
a
don't
matter
get
of
approved?
needing. It's a matter that you started and were well into
No,
things.
no, we did not. We did not.
But you're saying that it took me a while to get in here.
What other questions do you have?
Based on the last 3 months of our reporting at this point,
Right.
We have now documented 3 things that have been mishandled or people have been saying that SHA has not done their homework on correctly.
No, that's incorrect.
Has anyone privately or in this board asked you to resign?
We're not answering no questions.
You're not, sir, but would you step down
We're not
and
answering the
resign?
question, no.
Why aren't you answering the question? Because many people have said that they don't feel that you are holding up your end of the bargain with the leadership. Your board should have been
Yeah.
prepared, they say, to make that vote in the special meeting last week.
No comment.
No comment?
Right.
Even if it's for the good of these projects, why
Based on
would
who?
you? You say you only answer to the board. You
Right.
are beholden to the board.
Right.
Has anyone come to you
No.
concerned
No.
after
No.
we've filed 22
No.
reports since the
The
Children
board
Rising Center
is
was
my-
put on pause?
The board hires me and fires me. The board has not come to me and said, Bill, we want you to step down. So that's all that counts. As I
There's-
told you before.
There's millions of dollars that could be at stake here.
That's
We've
right.
obtained emails from after that board meeting, the special board meeting on Monday, from the Corporation Council of the City of Syracuse saying that I'm going to tell the mayor that we are in jeopardy of losing the $30 million that is set aside for the housing project because of deadlines being missed, because of deals not going through, when the city has said all they've tried to do is help. So
So
do
let me
you
just say
think-
one thing. No, that's factually incorrect, what you just stated.
Okay.
And the board has not asked me to resign. I don't resign because the mayor or the corporation council asked me to resign. My board, I'm hired by the board. Those facts that you just stated are incorrect. And we've been talking about this for months. I don't know why you're bringing this up again.
Because the calls continue to come in.
Well, answer the calls to tell them that I answer to the board, and the board is the one that hires and fires me, not the corporation council, not every resident in the housing. So you answer the calls when they call you and tell them that.
I ask the questions and they're making the calls that you have failed your board, at least on in recent
That's
weeks, not
incorrect.
preparing them for a deal
That's
that
incorrect.
all of your executive
That's
staff,
incorrect.
including your lawyers, were on.
That's incorrect. Yeah, that's incorrect. So
It's incorrect?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.